You've been sparring with Nathan Cleverley, and we've seen, obviously, it's been really, really hard training sessions. You've cancelled the second one. Is that because it's too risky, so close to the fight?
Yeah, it was good, the hard competitive sparring. You don't need that day in, day out. So I think I was meant to spar him this weekend, but we've just called off. He's got some sparring up in Wales, and I've got some sparring down here, so we just let it go. But as I say, we had a fantastic week sparring. So yeah, that hard competitive sparring's done. I'll move on to just a touch easier sparring now.
Have you been sparring with Darren Barker? You mentioned that before.
Oh, I didn't spar him in the end because I needed a week off after Cleverley sparring. So I had a week off and didn't end up sparring Darren. But I've had some decent sparring after that. So yeah.
You mentioned you were doing some high altitude training, potentially going to Tenerife. Did you go?
No, in the end I didn't go to Tenerife, but I ended up going down Tottenham's training fields and training down there. They've got a oxygen chamber, and I've been doing my training there. Like, they've got a running machine, a bike, a space where I can do my pads. So I've been doing like 15 round circuits in there, 15 round sessions in there. So I've been getting high altitude, but not in the sun in Tenerife.
Did you get a lot of support from the Spurs players?
Of course, yeah. They come down and watch me spar as well. Defoe and Ledley. So it was nice. It was nice. Really good.
What other sort of training have you been doing? We touched earlier before. We were talking about strength and conditioning and diet and everything. I mean, has any of that changed? Or are you just still sticking with your game plan?
Just sticking what we normally do, man. And I say my weight's going great. I'm only about £6 over now. And training, we're doing a lot of interval work on the track, like 4s and 800 metres, 1600 metres. A lot of recovery running, like we went to Hampstead Heath yesterday and did an hour and 35-minute run all uphill, very, very hard. So we've been mixing it up, but we've been working hard and grafting hard. So come May the 21st, I'm going to be in great shape.
Do you feel you're at your peak now?
I'm nice, yeah. I'm nice. As I say, I've got another about 7 days more graft, and then I'm going to start tapering it down and start doing the sharpening up bits.
With sort of, obviously, as we said, there's 2 weeks left. With sort of the couple of days or a week before, do you tone it down completely and stop? Or?
Like, say that last couple of days, I don't do nothing. Obviously, if my weight's right, I just chill, relaxed, and just get ready for fight night. So, yeah, a week to 10 days taper down.
It's been publicised you were offered a world title shot, but you opted out of that to continue fighting Groves. Was that a hard decision?
Of course it was. I just needed to get this itch off my shoulder, because that's what it is, an itch. I just need to get him off my shoulder, and then I can move on to bigger and better things. But you never know what Frank's got up his sleeve, you know what he's like. So I said, man, the plan was by 2012 to be a world champion, and everything's on course.
Did you have any idea who your opponent might be for the world title shot?
There was a couple names floating around.
Are you allowed to say any?
You're going to have to speak to Frank, ask him.
Do you feel that's the next step for you, assuming you win this fight?
Well, domestically, who else is there? So I don't think maybe a Kenny Anderson, that'd be great. As I said, I wanna win the British title outright. But who's there to fight? Maybe Kenny Anderson, he deserves a shot. But yeah, maybe the European champion. I think he's a Polish guy. We just have to see. I just want to deal with Ugly Boy first, and then we can move on.
You've said before that you want him to come to the middle of the ring and really fight you and throw the brawls. Do you think that's going to happen? Is that going to be his game plan?
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what he's going to bring. As I say, there's only a few people in the world that can stand off and outbox me, so he can't do that. And if he comes to fight me, he's going to get knocked out. I've been watching tapes of him. He's got no inside fighting skill at all. On the ropes, he puts his head down and does a mad swing to the side, and I just don't know where he gets his confidence from. But as I say, man, the guy's got more balls than brains, and that's why it will be interesting. That's why it will be good, because he will give it a good go.
Do you believe you'll finish it within 4 rounds?
If he comes to fight me, I think within 4 rounds he's getting knocked out. Definitely.
Obviously, with it being such a huge grudge, and you do win this, can you bury the hatchet afterwards?
I will. Obviously, I'm never going to be friends with him, and nothing like that, but I'll shake his hand, I'll pat him on his head, and say lovely. That's it. I don't want to hear from him. I don't want to hear his name no more. That's it.
How's it being back in, obviously, this the youth gym? You know, there's a lot of posters of you about still, considering it's meant to be his gym.
Yeah, I know, it's great. As I say, man, this is where it started, and it brings back great memories, good memories. We're in the ring now where I used to school him day in, day out. I used to beat him up day in, day out. And
These memories sort of drive you on even more for the next 2 weeks.
of course it does. Of course it does. Just to be back in there and me sitting beside him with his big black eye and his silly suit with his silly tie. Oh, God. It's pathetic. Yeah.
Your trainer, Jim McDonnell, has sort of been very vocal and said that you are streets ahead as a fighter over him, and that, you know, you will finish him off in the ring, and that you shouldn't be in the ring now together. Can that ever lead to sort of complacency or overconfidence?
Oh, no. Jim's just confident. He sees what I do in the gym. He knows how I train. So he's going to be confident. He knows what I'm capable of. So
It can never lead to complacency, believing you are a lot better.
no. We've got everything covered, and now we're not taking Ugly Boy lightly. Trust me. We've got everything covered, though.
Obviously, this week there's very sad news of Sir Henry Cooper dying, an amazing, great British boxer, and he left a huge legacy with the public. Is that something you want to sort of emulate and see yourself emulating?
Yeah, if I could do half what Henry Cooper did, I'll be a very happy, humble man. Like, he was a great fighter. I met him a couple of times when I got back from the Olympics, and he was just a great man, and obviously a brilliant.
Did he ever give you any advice?
I met him a couple of years ago, so I can't really remember. But I remember obviously meeting him because he's such a legend. But I can't remember what he actually said to me. But he's a great man, great man.
Well, 2 weeks to go. Good luck. We'll see you May the 21st.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sophia Stefano here with Frank Warren TV. We're here at the Dale Youth ABC. Just interviewed James DeGale. The fight is 2 weeks away. For tickets, call 0844 856 0202.